Well, hello everybody, warm welcome. So we're going to take another look at our fantastic one-day special. Allow me to introduce you to the man of the moment. It's Nick. How you doing, buddy?
Yiannis, good.
How's it going?
Good to see you again.
Now you might know Nick, Nick in Bulgaria, friend of the show. How's life?
Life's good. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
Very good.
One-day special, very busy launch. Look, first and foremost, what I would say about Nick is a crafter. So when he creates something, there's always a story behind this. And I have to say, with the one-day special, I think you've done such a good job here. These are so usable as stamps go.
Yeah, I think so. I like to bring usable things. You said I like a story. I find it really difficult to even make a card or a project if it doesn't make sense to me, if I don't have a story. I know a lot of people can, but for me, I can't. I have to have it in my head that it's going to make sense or tell a story. Yeah,
and that is the key. Can I just jump straight through to this, because I love the idea of this wall. So and you said something that really stuck with me in Good Evening Hochanda, because this space here, we can put whatever we've got in our stash, any sentiments we have, any stamps, any stencils.
Really 3D that, or do.
Well, speaking of which, and your design team have done such a great job. This is by Natalie.
Natalie, yeah, fantastic. I was saying to Hayley earlier, this is the most amount of samples I've had back from the design team. They really seem to have
that's always a good sign.
Enjoyed this,
And look, this is just one element. So just talk us through, so it's clear, because I know we've got new viewers joining us all the time. Yeah. With the one-day special, what are we getting?
Right, so the one-day special, first of all, I wanted to do a smaller bundle, because I know a lot of people say that one-day specials maybe sometimes are too expensive, or they can't, just out of the reach. So I wanted to do something for everyone that was really affordable, very useful, versatile, had a lot of sentiments, a lot of scope for designing yourself. I like to encourage people to craft outside the box. I like to, we all like that quick and easy card, don't we, where we can get a topper and we can put it on a card. That's great for if you're doing a fast card, but rather than have something ready-made, I wanted to include a set here which gave you all the elements to build up your own scene. So
these are nice.
So whatever you want to do, you can build it yourself.
Well, now that, just using a couple of, so sentiment and one stamp from the collection, create your own background. I love it, obviously, being stamped in the background and then the foreground to give you that sense of dimension.
I was just thinking you might recognise this tree.
Yeah. Go on, do tell me.
I drew these when I was in Watford, in Casbury Park.
Now, Casbury Park, if you've ever gone to Casbury Park in Watford, you get some beautiful trees in there.
So,
that's nice.
So I drew these when I was at Casbury Park, and
Nick, that's a nice story.
Nice, a bit of hometown there.
Well, how about this? You've got just a sneak peek through into a beautiful scene. This could be in Italy.
Yeah, Italy, or lovely Italian countryside.
Oh yeah, the Tuscan hills.
You can make that Christmassy. Mask off those trees, put some different trees in. Then I've done an English countryside one.
That is lovely.
Again, I've left all the trees without any leaves, so you can use your paint them yourself, or SAA do a fantastic. Matthew Palmer does his brushes for the leaves. Use that. Dress your tree for winter, summer, spring.
Again, look at the versatility of the stamps that you're getting.
And the little Victorian scene here.
You're able to build up your own scene. So whether it is cards, home decor, mixed media. Wait a second. Mixed media. This screams for mixed media.
And also use part of this as well. I mean, there's some. I'm not very good with the camera, but on the sides you've got some cracked plaster and things like that. So, use them on their own, or use part of the wall, or mask off areas and just use the brickwork and things like that.
Got to tell you, not only are you getting all 33 stamps, because this is Nick and he wants to give you the best possible value, you're also getting these two. Now, am I right in saying that we're getting, with any purchase...
With any purchase, you'll get those automatically, while I've got them. I mean, I've got, I've done as much as I thought I'd need.
Okay, so it's while stocks last, and it's one per customer. But if you make a purchase during the one-day special, anything from Crafterscope, then these will be added into your order. So not just with the one-day special, is there anything?
anything that they buy over the one-day special.
You've got to love Nick. He's a good guy.
These were I did these as part of the retro collection, but you know, I wanted to make them even more delicate than they were. So for these are great for your ATCs, but again, they can be grown. So if you want to do a border or anything, you can do a border.
So you will be getting the stencils thrown on in there as well. I have to say,
yeah, you've got your jewellery, and you know, being thermoplastic rubber, you can use these for absolutely anything. So you can use them with your heat techniques. So they've got all the beauty of a rubber stamp, but you can use them, but they're clear so that you can position them.
I think these are great. You're getting so much for your money. $46.97. Look, you're saving £10. You've got 2 flexi payments. You're getting 33 beautiful, usable stamps. And not only that, you're also getting the 2 stencils, 1 per customer while stocks last. Over 10% of and Nick brought a lot of stock. Over 10% of the stock has gone. So if you want to get hold of your one-day special, you really couldn't have picked a better time. Right, let's move on. We have more for you. Now, we have got the Geo Circles and the Crazy Crystals. These are stencils, and I know how much you love a stencil.
Yep.
So talk to me about these things.
See, I never used to like stencils, but they give you so much value and so much versatility. So it's just, some of these are to slot in, because Craftscope's, well, my ethos, Craftscope's ethos is that this is all going to build up into a big library. So, you know, if you do collect, I know a lot of people collect, so these slot in, but also they revamp other things. They can be used on their own. But that's the main thing. I just want them to be used.
Used and loved.
And loved, yeah.
Look, with stencils, think about your texture paste. Think about your sprays, your spritzers. Think about maybe gel pressers if you want to use it with jelly plates. There's so much versatility you can do with these lovely designs, and they will go with anything. $9.99 your price for your Geo Circles and your Crazy Crystals. Like it. Now, Eastern Delight and Fantasy Fields. Beautiful. Have to say, Sandro, our producer, big fan of Eastern Delights. You can see that there. It's a lovely, lovely designs, but also those fancy fields. It can be very modern, contemporary. Could be a cityscape. Looking up.
Cityscape. If you mask it off, let's see if I can see. Where are they? Because I'm no good at this.
Just there.
Right, so if you mask these off, if you have a look, you can do a wall. So you could do a thin wall or a fence, you know, by masking it off, and it gives you that perspective of going into the distance. But you know, they are actually, if you're looking down on the field and you're seeing the fields with the tracks running in between, but you know, there's so many other uses for it. You know, like the wall, when you mix that with the one-day special, you know, in front of your scene, then it really makes it feel like you could walk into the distance.
Choose to shine, indeed. Like those. All right, $9.99, you can't go wrong. They're good size stencils. 388602, your item number. Now, we've got a Chaos strip die.
Yep, the Retro Chaos strip die. These were these were originally stencils, but they were so popular. Retro Chaos has always been my favourite because it is chaotic, but it can be soothing as well, depending on colours, depending on how you use it.
I like that. That works so well together. It's really
nice, isn't it? And you know, the colour choice can really change it completely. I did one earlier with just the purple, and you know, that was completely different, purple on black. And
Nick, I really like that. It's a good name as well.
You know, it's I did a T-shirt with it. I mean, I've seen actually quite a few people have done T-shirts with them, and you know, that's good, isn't it? That's great, and it just mixes with other products, which is,
you know, a bit of an Aztec feel.
We all know everyone uses lots of different products and different companies, and I just think it's good that we can mix them all together. You know, no one just sticks to one brand, or very few people do. So we need to embrace that and make sure that people get the most out of their stuff.
That's what we want. $17.99 your price. Fantastic buy. Di, I also love the fact that you've got the frame as well to get the perfect matte and layer and that detail. 278587 your item number.
And the frame on its own gives a really nice thing if you want to do a topper or a bookmark, things like that. You don't have to use it both together.
Love it. Now we've also got the, this is nice, the round, or the retro round strip. $17.99. That's cool. Instantly, speaking of which, these are all so good. Look at this.
Yeah, thank you to the design team. I mean, they've done a marvellous job as always.
Do you know, the design team have absolutely sold this to me. Just picking these up, I think they're these are phenomenal. all of them are knockouts.
Again, you know, sometimes you see a product and you think, oh, I like that, but that's all I can do with it, or that's always how it's going to look. But I do try to give something a bit different, but this is so that it looks different with whatever you do behind it or whatever you use it for.
For both of those dies, and they're so different as well, Nick. This is something, if you're looking for something totally different to add to your stash and you want to get a bit of a retro feel, $17.99 your price there, 255-514 your item number. Now, speaking of different, and there's a story behind this, this is a build a moon. I have to say, being able to build your own mind. Holly, our director, the minute she heard about this, she was like, yes, please. She did it out. I have to do it properly. This is how Holly did it. So it's Holly, our director. Now, you can't see her, but when she heard about this, she went, yes, please. That's how she did it, with sass. So we can effectively, it's modular. We've got that starting face, and then we can add different hairstyles or whatever we want.
So, I did say the story earlier, but just in brief, if you missed it,
please.
I brought out originally the male stamps because at the time there wasn't any. You know, people were bringing out ladies stencils, ladies' faces, and I thought, you know, men are always left out, and you know, it is nice to have that to couple up. You know, if you've got women, you want a man with them as well, don't you? You want to couple them. So if you're doing a scrapbook page, and you can have a man and a woman.
Well, you can man and man.
Yeah, man and man, woman and woman, whatever you like. But you know, there wasn't a male orientated stamp, so that's why I brought out my stencils in the first place. Then the smaller stamps, and then this was the easiest way of giving you a larger face, but without using 3 or 4 stamp sheets.
Yeah. You've got to be honest here, Nick, all right? Was this modelled after Sandro, our producer? Because it looked very much like his Halloween outfit. He dyed his hair and everything.
With the lollipop.
With the lollipop.
And this is great. You know, it's you can really give these personality. You know, they've got personality anyway. You can make them look cartoony. You can make them look natural. You can use acrylics. You can use watercolours.
We've got the whole team
markers,
here.
Everyone.
Chris, our director. I really like. You must have had a lot of fun doing this.
I think it's great fun. I mean, I didn't bring. Where's this one here? Let me.
Favour. Oh, this.
I mean, this. Look at that.
Let me just show you this.
You have to flick through that. You know, people of a certain age will remember these. You used to get them, and you used to like change the people.
That's.
You know what I mean? It's brilliant.
So good.
But then don't just stick to the hairstyles I've given you. You know, do your own hairstyles. You know, make your own up or mix and match it, or you know, just have fun, because that's what we all want to do. You know, crafting's all about having fun. You know, if you have a down day, put one of these out and make them look idiotic, you know, or like a clown or whatever you want. You know, just have a bit of fun.
That is such a good inspiration.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
I really
well.
like this. And do you know what? The whole point, and this goes back to that Nick is a crafter, because he thought he wanted to bring you this face, but you were telling the story. You wanted to keep that cost down, so by breaking it up and giving you that foundation of the face and then different hair allowed you to do that.
Yeah, so you've got a good substantial sized face, but you're not buying, because for this really, because of the length and the width, it was going to be 1 per sheet, and I thought no one is going to want to buy 4 sheets of stamps just for a man.
Of course.
So this way you've got at least, well, you've got a minimum of 4 there. Yeah. But then by the time you start adding, I mean, this is fantastic. I mean, the one on the end, I mean, that just shows 8 completely different people. You know, and they're all done with just those 4 hairstyles.
Well, this looks very reminiscent of the pictures up in my local hairdresser. There we go. You get all those different styles in one stamp.
Styles in one stamp.
I love it.
And then when you start adding your own hairstyles, or you know, not hairstyles, then cogs or light bulbs. I mean, there's a brilliant one there with light bulbs that Cheryl did.
There's a lot.
They've done so many. It's just.
Now, I have to be honest, Nick. You've given me a problem. All right, we've got to put it out there, because I like everything. One day special, yes please, going in my basket. I love the stencils, I love the retro dies, and I absolutely love the stamp set with the face. So if you're like me and you're really struggling to choose, we have got an option of the complete collection. Have a look at this, and we're going to give you the price there. So being a complete collection, you're saving £11, £110.92. But if that price scares you, if you're thinking £110.92, I'm not sure, look what we can do. Because this is Hochanda, we always try and make life a bit better for you. So firstly, we'll give you a bigger discount if you're a Freedom member. You're saving £22.09. taking the price down to $99.83, but also we give you a flexi option as well. So now, think about this, $49.92, your first flexi payment, you get everything. That is effectively a few pounds more than the one-day special. What, £3 more than the one-day special, and you were getting everything.
Yes. Good.
That would be the option.
It's good.
For. You can't go 49 today, 49 quid and getting everything.
Yeah.
Oh. Tell you what we'll do. We're going to have a play in just a moment. Please don't go anywhere. But before that, let's take a look at where this one-day special can take you. We do also have a happy hour deal this hour as well. It's going to be, now it's just for this hour, so do take advantage. Our retro leaves, we'll bring up the details for you. Wow, love those. $16.99 for all those dies, 8 dies in total. You're saving £4, but I even think at full price, at $20.99, that's a good price, because these are sizable dies. 8 dies in total, 521-661, your item number. What are you up to now?
Right, this is... it's not something I've made up, it's something that I was researching. I like, people that watch my YouTube channel will know that I like to make candles. Yeah. Usually I do dipped candles.
Wait, how do we follow you on YouTube?
All the information will be on my packaging.
Okay, but anyone who
not, if you go on Facebook, it's you can share all your crafty makes, not just from Craftscope, whatever craft you do. Amazing. If you go to Craftscope Makes, share everything there. So go on there and you'll be able to see.
You on Facebook? You're on Instagram?
Not Instagram because I can't work it. I don't know how you work it, I'm afraid. I'm not that clever. Right, so anyway, candles. So I usually do dipped candles, yeah. I do make dipped candles. Now, I saw something on the internet about how to make your own moulds. You know, moulds just for various different things. And I thought, you know, if I could make a mould for a candle, then, you know, I could choose whatever I wanted to do with a candle. And I wanted to do it with stamps around, so I've been working out how to do that. So this is a candle, and I might not be able to get it out. This is a candle that I've made with the silicone.
This is cool.
You do need to polish it up afterwards, and I can't get it out. You might have more luck.
Oh, yeah, I'll give it a go.
And then I can, oh, there you are. So you do need to polish this off.
That helped.
This will just brush off, and then you get your candle. Now that is without having to buy mould for a candle.
You've made that?
Yeah, this is my own mould. I mean, this is a drinks container.
So what? So wait, you just fill that up?
Yeah, filled it up. You popped the candle in.
Yeah.
And then I've made my own.
What?
So you just cut that off, and then you've got your own candle. But what I wanted to do is work out a way that I could use my stamps to actually give a raised effect on the candle. Yeah. So I couldn't find anything. So this was something I've sort of worked out. So what you need is plain clear silicone. It's got to be clear. It can't be.
It's got to be the white. It can't be the white.
It can't be the white. The white I've got there.
You can find this at most DIY stores.
Oh, I'm going to have trouble with this, aren't I?
That's right.
I need to open that.
Yeah, you go.
So I can.
Oh, got to tell you as well, the ATC dies are back on, and there's an important caveat with this because, Nick, you were saying once they're gone, that is it. You cannot get any hold of anymore.
So all you do, hot water.
Well, there you go.
I'm just going to do a little bit because otherwise it will take up time.
Put anything else in that hot water?
Hot water and some more washing up liquid.
Okay, just a bit of washing up liquid.
And then make sure you've got the washing up liquid and water on your hands because otherwise it will stick to you like glue. And then you just start massaging it. Because, I mean, people will know that if you touch silicone, you'll never get it off your hand, but there isn't anything on my hands.
It's all, you need
so you literally just do this for a few minutes.
Okay. Nice.
And what you'll find is it starts to go a bit white. I should have done this last, shouldn't I? Because I'm going to get wet now and I haven't got cloth.
We'll get you some tissues. Now, Nick, the seal in my shower in the presenter green room needs redoing.
Yeah, there's plenty there.
Yeah, great.
So yeah, you can just see that it's going from clear to just a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
So carry on just for a bit. I'll speed it up a little bit and get a stamp.
Nice.
So what one shall I use?
Wait, do you want me to get the stamp for you?
Yeah, just choose a stamp. One of the maybe the landscapes or.
Yeah, one of that stamps.
They'll be in there, yeah, in that pile.
Okay.
So I mean, this is just a great way, and also you don't just have to use wax. You can use plaster. So for mixed media, this is brilliant because you can whip up your own mould.
Okay.
I mean, I'm personally quite happy for you to use this with my stamps, this technique. If you use anyone else's stamps, obviously check with them first, just to make sure that you are allowed to do that. But not only that, make sure that they're of the type that you can use. If you use a silicone stamp, then that silicone stamp is just going to become part of this silicone. Ah. So,
do you just want me to put this down on there, or where do you want me to put it?
Yeah, it might be better if I just have a landscape one, you know, like the middle part, because I don't think I've done enough for a big...
Oh, okay. Let me get another one.
Sorry.
That's all right. You just keep on massaging.
Yeah, just massaging. So this is all you do, and as I say, you can see it's not sticking on my fingers. You can see now it's starting to go it's you know, more white. And then when you choose a stamp, just bang it in there. Yeah, perfect. Yep, bang it in there. Yep.
Okay.
You know, because these stamps, I have said it before, but for people that are new, they are thermoplastic rubber, so they're just exactly like a rubber stamp. Yeah. But they are clear so that you can
see through them.
See through them in position. So there you are. That's perfect. Now that's ready.
Okay. Not sticking to you at all.
No, not sticking at all. Look.
Yeah, perfect. We've got a rag for you to dry your hands.
Yep, lovely.
Well, I said rag.
Just roll
Cloth.
that up.
Rags sound a bit bad. We've got a
so we're just going to put that on there. Put this on there. Bit of that on there so it doesn't stick to Phil's block. Okay. And then we just want to squash it. If you've got a square, I should have dipped it in, shouldn't I? If you've got a square block, then they are a lot better, a lot easier. Oops. Okay. Isn't it funny? It goes perfect at home, doesn't it? Let's turn that over. Right. Right, so there's your silicone, and then you just literally press your stamp into that. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that overnight. Okay. And because I wanted to do it tonight because it has to be left overnight, and then I'll finish that off in the morning.
So what we're going to do, we'll stay live until it dries tomorrow.
Till...
no, I'm only kidding. Tune in tomorrow at 9 for the completion. It's kind of like it's leaving on a dun-dun-dun. Yep. And we will see
that. It's definitely worth looking.
Have you got anything, have you done this where we can show?
Yep, I'm just going to do that. Yeah. And just dry my hands.
Of course.
I thought it was worth looking at because, you know, for your mixed media, if you've got paper clay or... let's see this one. So here we are. This one, it's the same one that you just chose.
Perfect.
So this one is... So there you are, and that's raised off. So you've got your whole scene. So what I've done is I poured, when that's dry, I've poured the wax into it. Yeah. And it's literally a couple of minutes, and then you get a skin on it. And then you just lift it up, place it on the candle, and that'll stick to itself. And then after that...
Can you light the candle once you've done this?
Yeah. Because this is wax as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, hopefully you tune in.
So so because you made the mould and then you're pouring the wax in there.
Yeah, and the wax will stick. So, I mean, that makes... I mean, I haven't positioned it very well. It would have been nicer if I'd have maybe positioned it at the bottom, but, you know, it's up to you. And then over the top, I've used a brush, a quarter-inch, half-inch brush, mixed it with some Amsterdam acrylic paint, and that goes on it perfect. And then that just gives you a two-tone candle like the blue.
Effectively, Nick, you're saying that with this technique, we can turn your stamps into moulds, and then we can pour wax inside, and you're working in a totally different way. Yep. So it doesn't have to be onto a candle. Different. You can put this onto a mixed media piece.
Yeah. So you could use it, exactly. You could use your clay, plaster, you know, you can get those quick drying plasters, just pour that into the mould.
Air dry clay is a great idea.
Air dry clay, the paper clay, the silk clay.
One, Nick. Yeah, I like that.
And have I got another one here to show you? No,
that's okay.
I'll bring another one in the morning because I've got one which what I've done is I've made the candle and then I've put the stamp itself onto the candle.
Yeah, I can't believe you've made.
And then I've made the mould over the whole lot, so the actual trees become part of your candle. So you don't have to do a mould. You can actually just pour the wax in, and then it just dries. And then I did that with a square candle with a tree on.
Genius. Okay.
So that's
what would you like to show us next? Shall I move? Are we done with this?
Yep.
Yeah?
Done with that. Thank you very much. I'll just wipe this off. So yeah, I just thought that's it's a bit of fun. You know, it's something that's not card making. You know, you can use it for your mixed media. I thought I'd just do it with a candle to show because it's a bit different. I
hope you're enjoying this hour.
So,
if you do have any questions whatsoever, please get in touch. Nick would love to hear from you. studio@hochanda.com. This is the one-day special. This is what we're offering. 33 stamps in total. You're saving £10. You've also got access to 2 flexi payments, £23.49. But where the majority of you are going is the complete collection, and I do not blame you, because if you do go for the complete collection, your savings go up. You've got access to a freedom price. You're still going to be getting your bonus stencils in the mix as well, so remember that. So you're getting all of this plus your bonus stencils, 1 per customer while stocks last. Have a look at the freedom price, because suddenly the freedom price takes it down to under £100. You're saving £22.09. Not only that, you've got access to flexi payments. So for $49.92, that's your first flexi payment, and we send you everything. You get your faces, you get the one-day special stamps. These retro dies are incredible, so you're getting those. There's the stamps from the one-day special. I would sorely be tempted, if it was me, to go for the complete collection, because I really can see myself using everything on the show.
Right, I just want to show you this, because this is the one I was looking for. So this is made out of a vinegar, you know, you get balsamic vinegar and other things. So what I did was I got the balsamic vinegar bottle, stuck my stamp onto the bottle there. Then I covered that with the silicone that I just showed you, left that to dry overnight, and then I took it out, and that's what I got. So, I mean, it's got the bottom, but I think that gives it a really nice edge.
Beveled edge,
and then there's the tree, which will become part of that candle each time you pour it.
Well, that's very nice.
Is that hidden away, isn't it? Sorry. Right, so, and then I've done the same as before. I've coloured it with the Amsterdam acrylics Lou Withers brings us.
Got to give you an update. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
That's all right.
But you know what? You deserve to be busy. Complete collection approaching 30% of the stock, and you are getting an awful lot for your money. This hour, we're going to be showing you now. You brought all the fun things. And I know you were really conscious of the fact that you wanted to, you'd be great on a craft along, Nick, I have to say. You love sharing your techniques, so what are we going to do?
I'm a bit nervous, I am. Right, so now what I'm going to do is, I'll show you these 3 first, what I've done. I've just used the one tree, and I've done it in different seasons.
How did you do this?
So this is using the largest tree.
Oh, I really like these.
And then I've done like an autumn, a summer, and then a spring. And now I'm going to show you the winter.
Okay, perfect.
So that's how I'm going to start. So these are the ink tents. So I'll be using those. So I've got a piece of watercolour card. And I've got my piece of, I can't remember which size this is. Is it 5 by 5? Again, clarity, which I always use.
Yeah, good.
And what do I need for this?
Never go wrong with clarity.
So this little stamping block, that's it, stamping thing. So. So how are the pets? How's your pig? Oh, she's hidden at the moment.
Oh, yeah, because you've got to be careful at the moment. There's the Asian swine flu going around. Do you know, the Asian swine flu, they say they predict it could wipe out 25% of the world's pig population.
Pig population, yeah.
Oh, you've got to look after your pig. Bless her, keep her separate.
Yep, she's completely separate, nowhere near anything.
Yeah,
she's fully well.
I mean, they're very intelligent.
Oh gosh, yeah, very, very intelligent.
She's quite affectionate?
Very affectionate, yeah. She's she comes up to you and goes like that, and yeah, she's lovely. Yeah, I couldn't do without my pig.
Okay.
Right, so here I've got the tree.
Yeah, got some water if you need.
Now I'm going to just use the I'll show you the landscape here while I'm at it. So let's choose a landscape. We'll go for that one.
Yeah. Now remember, the landscapes you get as part of the one-day special or the complete collection.
Put that on first.
You have put in a lot of thought into this. How long have you been developing the one-day special for?
This has been since about January.
Wow.
January time.
Nick, that's no joke.
So this was. Did you see how light that was?
Yeah.
I just it's really important that you do it lightly. So light tapping. Yeah. And then literally, if you just pop it down like that, that's it.
Why? Because you don't want to blur the line.
Yeah, because if you give it any pressure at all, you just you spoil your stamped image.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's your landscape. Now, a lot of people over the years really have said, that they find landscapes hard. So that is why I wanted to do landscape. So you don't have to use them like this. You could just stamp this onto. What's fantastic is Sarah and Vicky do the lovely masking stuff. Yeah, yeah. So you can actually do that. Stamp it onto the masking, cut it out, and then you've got your mask. But this comes in really handy when you start using the individuals, when you start wanting to build up a real big scene. Yeah. So as stamps go, these will grow with you as a crafter when you start employing different techniques. Yeah. So again, very lightly, let me just redo that bit there. Nice. Must have missed a little bit. Gentle touch. Yep, just gentle. That's that. And like I've said before, don't clean your stamp. I'll just use the inside of this card. What I do to clean my stamps is I just overpress like that, just till it runs clear. And that's all you need to do. Lovely. The thing is, if you keep on washing them with, especially if you're using detergents or whatever, you're just shortening the life of them. Yeah. So you're best to just leave it. Okay. Right. So that's where we are now. So I want a little brush and water spray. Just put a bit of water spray on that. And then for the ink, for the first colour, I just want to put a little bit of green. So I'm just going to use some of the field green. As I say, these are ink tints, so once they're dry, they're permanent. So just give that a little bit of spray as well. It's all the watery techniques today, isn't it? Yeah. So just lightly brush that. You don't want to sort of overdo it. Let's take a bit of that off. Okay. There we are. And then we'll get a bit of blue on there as well. Use that bit. All fingers and thumbs on them. Yeah, so just brush lightly across there. So you just want it like a real wash, really. At the moment, we're at 30% of the stock for the complete collection. We've also got, so a few of you have got the complete collection in your basket right now. What I will say to you is, just for the sheer versatility in watching these, you're getting so much to play around with. Everything I could see myself using. Now, going for the complete collection, you can spread out the costs over 2 payments. But having a look here at what you're getting all 33 stamps from the one-day special. Then we're going on to these fantastic dramatic stencils. So you're getting these two. You're also getting these 2 stencils in the mix as well. You're getting the fantastic dies. These are phenomenal. I really, really like these dies. The effects that you're able to achieve with these are incredible. And you're also getting this fantastic set of stamps. It's your Builderman, so effectively allowing you to achieve all of these different looks from one set. All of that included in the complete collection. It is phenomenal value for money. And you're also going to be getting 2 stencils as a bonus as well, 1 per customer while stocks last. So if it is in your basket, I really don't think you're going to be disappointed. Enjoy, but also please send Nick, tag Nick in. You can follow him on social media and show him what you make, because I know he'd love to see it. I do love to see what people are doing. Now, this one I'm using is a mixture of willow, which is 1900, and bark, which is the 2000 from the ink tints. Okay. I'm just going to really quickly just colour this tree in, because I know there's nothing more boring than watching someone colour.
Well, that's okay. So we have got a retro banner die as well, which is proving popular. Tell us a little bit about that, Nick.
Oh, that's I love that. It was.
Wow, that's cool. I mean, just seeing the die alone, it looks good.
Again, it's all about perspective, and I mean, I tell you, if anyone out there's got any pictures of using the retro die, because I haven't got any samples here with me, it'd be fantastic if you could send them in.
Okay.
You know, just to see what you can do. They've always been very popular. You know, I seem to get them in and they go, and I brought out a set of stamps the same as well. There's the set of retro banner stamps. And
the retro banner stamps go really well with the retro leaf collection too. So that's our happy hour deal for this hour. You're getting a £4 saving. We'll just flash the details on your screen so you don't miss out. But that price is only around for this hour, so do take advantage. Saving £4, $16.99 your price there. 521661 your item number.
I just wanted to do as many special offers as I could for the anniversary.
You're a good guy. It's it's anniversary.
Oh yeah, it's
the first year anniversary.
The very first, yeah, exactly 1 year ago today I did my very first show.
They grow up so quick. So there we go.
Right, so that's the tree.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Just going to give that a quick whiz. Now, what I'm going to do next, because
I think paper is a gift for the first anniversary.
It is, yeah. Yeah, paper.
Quite fitting. Chloe was impressed by that. Well,
See, the nice thing with the ink tents is, you know, obviously once they're dry, they're permanent. So, you know, anything you do over the top isn't going to, it's not going to run.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do next, so, when you're doing anything with brush show or anything like that, I always recommend if you give the light spray to the back of your work, because then it'll flatten out.
That's a good tip.
And then spray at the front. Nice. And then what we're going to do is today I'm going to use these are dilutions.
Right. So any sort of explosion
infusions. Yeah, this one. I mean, I love this one. This is one of my favourite colours. It's Royal Blood, and it gives a lovely winter colour. I mean, you use very, very little, obviously, like the same as brush shows. The air conditioner's blowing it over, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry.
Let's just
giving it that windswept look.
A little bit. I might have put too much on.
It's all right. I think the aircon's catching most of that.
It is, isn't it?
There we go.
Yeah. Let's see what that does. Let's put a little bit more on. There we are.
That's nice. I'll splash them. You don't want to overdo it.
No, I mean, these move for quite a long time afterwards. I'm just going to take a bit of that water off so it doesn't ruin down there. Just take a dry brush and look, my nice brushes, and I've picked up these rubbishy glue ones.
Oh, that's okay. We're going to be taking a pause just to have a recap. At some point this hour, Nick, I'm going to set you a challenge.
Right.
Could we see our Builder Man in action?
Yep.
And I would like you to create your interpretation of Alexandro, our floor manager.
Right.
Oh, Alessandro. I said Alexandro. I changed it. Yeah. Did I say floor manager? Our producer. He's been promoted to floor manager. But can you do it? Can you do it, Alessandro, our producer?
Well, I've only got the stamps. I don't know what else I can use.
It's all right. Just draw his essence from there. How you interpret it.
That could be dangerous, couldn't it?
Well, there we go. That is your challenge there. Okay, tell you what, we're going to have a quick recap for just a moment.
I'll just
don't
dry
forget
this
the
off,
ATCs. Can we just talk about the ATCs? Because it's important, because you're saying once they're gone, that's it, they're gone.
Yep, they are gone.
We will flash you the ATC.
It's taken me this long. I can't remember exactly when I did it. I think it was about March.
All right.
And it's taken me this long from March to get them back this time.
Have a look at these. So with the ATCs, just anyone who's not seen these before, just talk us through what you're getting here, Nick.
This one is, I wanted an ATC card. I wanted one that didn't have anything added to it, so no fancy edges, no nothing, no injection of personality from someone else, so it was, you know, just plain. But then I just didn't want to do that. I wanted to give extras, so it was the envelope that went with it. I did a lattice overlay, and then the lattice you can extend. I've always wanted the hands. That's something I've always wanted. I love Monopoly. Oops, am I allowed to say that?
Well, any game.
Any game, any board game.
Yeah. I
love that. So this is something I've always wanted. So I drew them. So they're not perfect. You know, one finger pointing is slightly different from the others. I did some corners because I love parchment. I know a lot of people like parchment. These make brilliant corners for your parchment work because there's always a problem with glue.
Well, we'll talk to you about that in a while. Yep. I'll just show everyone, Nick. So these are the boards just showcasing what you're getting with the ATC dies here. So just the fingers, the finger pointing that Nick was alluding to, perfect sizing as well. We're approaching 40% of the stock for these, the ATC card, and you're getting the envelope in the mix as well. I tell you what I'll do is I will show you some inspirations using the ATCs. So would you like to do something like this? Perfect ATC. Or what about the envelope now to go with it? Or maybe you want to do something like this. This is nice. So you will be able to create the perfect ATC envelope and ATC blank every time. So it is popular, approaching 40% of the stock. It will sell out at some point, probably tomorrow, but once they're gone, that's it, they're gone. Speaking of popular, we've got our one-day special here. Look at this, absolutely chock-a-block, full of design work. So as stamps go, these are a thermo rubber, so exactly the same as red rubber stamps, but they're just in the clear form, which means we can see through them. You've got so much to play around with. You've got the sentiments, you've got the design work, you've got the trees that we just saw Neil play. No, Nick, I don't know where Neil came from. I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm being really bad with names today. Alexandra and Neil, who don't exist. All right, let's just move on. So, look, let me just show you some of. It's not been my finest work today. I'll own up to that. Let's have a look here. Let the work save me, because you don't need me to talk when you've got artwork like this. Do you know what it's like? Walking past a wall. Have you ever done this on holiday and you've seen those large sort of whitewashed walls and there's a little gap and you peep through and see a vista like this? You ever done that? You have, Chloe. Where have you been going on holiday? Or what about this? Tell you, if I ever do stand-up comedy, Chloe's going to be in the front audience.
With the tomatoes.
Yeah, with the tomatoes. Or how about this? You can do so much. Oh, this is nice. Or how about that? Or maybe you like this? You get the idea. Look, so much. And I've got to remind you, any purchase this hour, anything, whether it is a one-day special, the complete collection, or just items by themselves, you will receive, it's one per customer while stocks last, but you'll receive your bonus stencils. So these will be added to your order free of charge. It's one per customer while stocks last. Right, moving on. That's a one-day special, but we've got more for you. We've got our geo circles and our crazy crystals. Taking a look. Stencils, we can do so much with stencils. Think about your structure paste. Earlier on with Jo, we had a great hour and she was showing if you just add some structure paste, if it's a chalky structure paste, that's Crafty do a great one, and then put some black gesso over it, and then you can sand back and it gives that chalkboard illusion. It's a really easy win. So beautiful shapes, very geometric. They'll go with anything. $9.99 your price, $9.99, 851 your item number. Just going to show you some examples here because you need to see them. I mean, as backgrounds go, how cool is that? Or maybe you wanted to create something like this. We've also got, this is nice. Look at that, wow. All using the stencil. So you really are going to have a lot of fun with this. I'll just show you one more. Really, really nice. Okay, so that's one set. We've also got another set for you, Eastern Promise. Oh, no, I've got it wrong. Eastern Delight and Fancy Fields. I don't know where I got the promise from. Okay. $9.99 your price there. You are getting both of these. They're really just, I love this one because it can be quite modern, it can be quite abstract, but here you've just got a really good background that screams, in my view, get a bit of a metallic structure paste running through that, a gilding wax. Whoa. $9.99 your price, 388602 your item number. Now, we've got a die for you. This is a Chaos strip die. It is so cool. So a retro Chaos strip die. Let me show you this. How cool is that? Do you have anything like this in your collection right now? would you like to be playing around with this? By changing the colorway, you really do transform the look. So is it going to be a panel? Is it going to be a strip? Is it going to be a background? Is it going to be quite light? Do you see how changing that background really does have a profound effect on the look? $17.99 your price, 278. 5487 your item number. We also have a perfect companion to the Chaos, and that is the round coming through. So this is our retro round strip die. $17.99 your price. You're getting your frame, you're getting your strip die. I have to say the samples here really did for me. Once I saw them, I was like, I need this in my life. Look at that. How cool. I just love that. Or screams for techniques, a bit of paper piecing, different colors, phenomenal. Or if you really want to go to town and embrace all that's great about the retro, yeah, love it. $17.99 your price, 255514 your item number. Now we get to do something that we don't get to do often in life, and that is build a man. So here you can go to town. How about creating something like this? The point is, you have your foundation, which is here. You change the hair, you change the eyes, you change however you want. Add a moustache if you want. Can be quite clean cut. Here we go. Or what about this? Do you know somebody who looks like that? Well, you don't need to, because you can create it. There we go. Or now this is very, very nice. Another one. This looks very reminiscent, Chloe was telling me, of your boyfriend. There we go. Yeah. So, oh, wait, this is a good one. Add some glasses. And there as well. There we go. That actually could be Sandra, our producer. All right, so that's our Build-A-Man. Look, it is, well, I know we're joking aside, but we're having some fun this hour, but I don't want to detract from the fact this is a really clever set. You've got all these different looks. If I just pop this in, you can see all of these different looks from that one stamp. $18.99 your price there, $992, $258 your item number, but if we tickled your fancy with pretty much everything that you've seen, we have got an option for you. That's a complete collection. It's been the most popular choice this hour, and I am not surprised. Have a look at that price. Now I get £110.92. A little bit scary on a Friday evening, but we can help you out a little bit. If you're a Freedom member, it comes to under £100, so $99.83. You're saving £22.09, but we get even further if we split the price in half, which we can do. Now these are flexi payments, so today, $49.92, and then you pay the second half next month, so hopefully making life that little bit more manageable. And you get everything. You get Build-A-Man, you get the retro round in there, you also get the one-day special, you get the stencils, you get the bonus stencils as part of our gift to celebrate the 1-year anniversary with Craftoscope and Hochanda. What we doing, Nick?
Right, so I'm just literally going to finish off this card.
Okay.
So that is what we've got when it's dry. Sadly, the air conditioning's blown away, but it still looks wintry.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to just turn that over and centre it into frame. I just thought it was nicer doing it this way than having a border. Yeah, and just off.
Nice. As you're doing that, I just want to give everyone a little reminder of the ATC die and what you're getting here. You're getting the die, you're also getting the envelope too, and you're getting your embellishments in the mix as well. Very, very clever, because you can make then as many ATCs as you like. So how often do you want an ATC, the artist trading cards, very popular phenomenon because it allows you, perfect way to display your techniques. Do you know what you could do is punch some holes in and create your own little ATC booklet of techniques if you wish. You've also got the envelope in the mix as well.
See, this was made with the envelopes as well.
Oh.
So those, each one of those is the envelope with just the flap taken off and then just joined together in the centre with
that's very clever.
Bit of tape. And then just
Love it.
And that was using one of these stencils that was in the retro same collection. That was the multimedia.
Clever. Brilliant.
So
okay.
yeah, so there's your winter.
The stock's gone there.
So there's your winter now, and then you've got a set of 4. You know, put them in a nice box with one on the front.
Yeah.
What I've done with the others is finish them off with a bit of spray varnish.
Oh yeah. You've been clever with the winter because it looks like you get the illusion of a real wintry day.
And a bit blowy. So, that was with the help of the air conditioning.
Well, there you go.
You know, so I mean, autumn's my favourite, but even though normally blue's my favourite.
Yeah.
God, yeah, I'm going.
Sorry.
There we are. So, winter, autumn, summer, and then spring at the end.
Very nice.
And then put in a box with the sentiment on, or you could add a sentiment. I just thought they would look quite nice on their own, just without a sentiment.
Nice inspiration there, Nick. Love it. Okay, what would you like to show us next?
Right, so shall I show you the face again? What time have we got? How long have we got?
We've got about 7 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's what can I do? Okay. I don't know if I've got a quick enough demo to do in 7 minutes. Shall I show you the faces again,
Show
just
us.
for people that didn't see?
We can just wing it.
Yeah. So I'm just going to have to see if I can find some card.
As we're doing that, now you can go for everything individually, so if there's something that really stands out and that's what you want to go for, a quarter of the stock has gone for our Man Media stamp set, allowing you, it's effectively a modular set, so you can change the hair, you can change the face. This is clever, sort of like Cinco de Mayo, Day of the Dead, very apt for this time of year, but equally it can be quite modern, it can be quite contemporary, it can be a bit pop art.
Here we are, we've got a piece here. So yeah, if someone missed it earlier, it is very easy to do. Have I got my stamping platform? Yeah. I'll do it with the stamping platform this time. I did it with just the this plastic thing earlier.
Oh, okay.
Just to show that you can do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can do it.
They're sticky with that washing up liquid now.
Now, we've had an email from Donna from Pearlywink saying that she uses the retro dies and absolutely loves them.
Thank you, Donna. She's in tomorrow.
She's in tomorrow. She is. I'm looking forward to that. I wonder if I'm working with Donna tomorrow.
Oh, Yiannis, try and do it. I can't.
There you go, buddy.
Oh, there you are. There we are. Right, so let's pop that in there. So, face first.
So always face first.
I just think it's easier to do the face first.
Yeah, agreed.
So, just better put some of them on now. We've struggled, haven't we? So, should we do brown? Let's do brown this time. So, light tapping. And again, very light. So there you are, that's your face. Take that off. Again, don't bother cleaning your stamp, just overpress onto a bit of copier paper, that's what I usually do.
Okay, now what kind of hair are you feeling?
Should we do Xander's hair?
Okay.
For a change? Didn't show that earlier.
Yeah. Now, this is...
So let's just take your time positioning. With some of them, you can actually also higher or lower them, so you can give them a bigger forehead or a lower forehead.
So for Xandro, he has got a bigger.
Right. So let's have a look.
Slightly bigger forehead.
Let's match that up there to there. There we are.
Perfect.
His is more smooth, though, isn't it?
It was slick. Yeah. Nice. He thanks you for the compliment.
There
I think that looks really cool. Seriously, I think that looks great.
And that's quite a substantial size. I mean, you can see if I did that on a stamp sheet, you wouldn't quite get 2.
For mixed media, this is fantastic. Tell you what, because it's so easy to do, should we flip the paper over? Yeah. Should we do another face?
Yeah, I might be able to do one there and then turn it over if you want.
So let's keep on going. So I'll let you line that up.
Put that there.
Brilliant. Oh, it could be like a little boy band.
Yep. Because if you mask it off, and then you could put a third.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost. Well, not quite enough ink on this still.
They are good stamps, though, I have to say.
You should have a go, shouldn't you? Do you want to
go? Yeah. No, well, I'm happy to watch. You keep on going. I don't want to.
You just choose the hair.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's good. Look. So. There is some little registration points to help you. You know, you can see roughly. So that's just about right there. But I mean, this would be great fun for a children's party.
Yeah.
You know, get them all stamping and making their own faces, making their own hairstyles, because they've got a lot more imagination as well. You know,
This
so
is cool, and you can look by changing the hair colour.
See, that's the same person's face.
But that's
you know, put a different hairstyle and it's completely different.
I love it, and we've got different looks. Yeah, we'll keep on going. So Sandro, he's engaged, and he was telling me, because he's engaged to a lovely girl, American girl, and Marcy, hello if you're watching. He was telling me, because when he saw her in a club, and he was telling me how he introduced himself. He had a chat up line. You don't mind me telling everyone, Sandro? He's saying no, go for it. So he walked up to her, true story, and he said to her, "You remind me of a parking ticket."
Right.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because she's got fine written all over her. That's what he said, and it worked. Can you believe it?
There you go.
Yeah.
Right, which one now here?
Let's go for, we go.
Do that one?
Yeah. There we go.
Now with these, if they do happen to, oh look, you've got what is it? What's that old
Beehive?
Star Trek?
Oh no, Star Trek. Oh,
yeah,
like
you know
Spock.
they had what were those funny people called? You know the aliens ones.
I don't know.
They had really high heads, didn't they?
Mistrons?
Something like that.
I'm just saying stuff.
It?
We got 1 minute, Nick.
Right, quickly. It's a bit random, isn't it?
Here you go.
There we are.
Awesome. Look, I'm a big fan of this set. Nick, you're an absolute star.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
been
so
brilliant.
much.
Oh
It's
God,
been so much fun.
It's gone quick again, hasn't it?
You've crammed in so many demonstrations now. I know you've got a lot to share with everyone tomorrow. So
yes, there's lots and lots of exciting stuff. I've got heat transfer demos. I've got demos with everything again, but different things. Yep.
Awesome, good job. Do make sure to check out your baskets. You really won't be disappointed, I promise you that. I really like this set.
Thank you very much.
Mixed media all over it.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic.
And great decoupaged up as well. I forgot to say that because some of them are like decoupaged up to give 3D.
Thank you so much for your company.
Thank you.
Nick will be live tomorrow at 9, 1 and 5. Do make sure to tune in. But got plenty more coming up at Hochanda.